Story 1: Test multiple IDs, as per the title. My 32M fiancé 34F gave a coworker a blowjob. Aside from the obvious, what do I do? She claims it was a massive mistake. We have been together 9 years and have a lot of commingled property, etc. Is there any looking past this? It was on a work trip, and her company put the two in a single room with a shared bed. The company also hosted a massive drinks evening beforehand. She claims she was extremely drunk and had told him multiple times no, and she had a BF, but then decided to give in. We live in the UK, company is based in the US, and this was on a work trip to California. The company has a history of putting random colleagues into shared accommodation regardless of gender, to save money on accommodation. It has been raised as an issue before. My fiancé and the coworker did not know each other before the trip, and had never previously met. He works in a different department in a different country. I do not believe she has cheated in the past 9 years, and she admitted to it on her arrival home. Story 2: Test multiple IDs. So for backstory, my boyfriend has been married before, and they have a daughter together. The ex, for some reason, has never really liked me, has talked bad about me to his family, her family, and their daughter. Another thing is that she has her whole family, her friends, and others to be her support system. My boyfriend and I don't. We only have each other. My boyfriend asked me to move into his house with him over a year ago, and now we have our own little family together. She's always asking him for personal favors that doesn't pertain to their child. At first it was fine, and I didn't care, but now it's to the point she relies on him for everything. I've talked to my boyfriend about it and how it makes me feel. Some of the things she asks about pushes my boundaries and puts me in an awkward position. I expressed to him that it was perfectly fine with me if it is about their daughter, but with asking for money, wanting him to do this and that when it isn't about their child makes me feel weird. He's listened to what I have to say and now is taking my feelings into consideration when she does ask for things. But now I'm back and forth. Her parents asked my BF to let his ex-wife live in an RV on our property, and he asked me about it. She's currently going through a rough patch with her ex-boyfriend, Gavin, to move out of their house, going to court, and some difficult decisions. My BF asked me about it, and I told him no. It's not BC of me and his ex's personal feelings towards each other, but more as it's pushing my boundaries. I know that I will have to be towing around our own home. Her RV will be parked outside our bedroom window, and this is the only safe place I have. I moved across country and have no other place to go besides my home. I don't have any family. I have no other places to go if I'm feeling uncomfortable, and I personally don't think I should have to feel that way at my own home. I understand her situation isn't the best, but she has all of her family and friends here to ask for those favors, whereas me and my BF don't. We only have each other. She's getting to the point now where she is comfortable going to my BF about any and all favors, which I told him if they don't deal with their child, she shouldn't be asking, and he knows that. We have our own little family, our own pets, and our own things to worry about. But I also feel like BC, I said no. Please let me know if I am, and if so, any advice to help me. My BF and I are in the healthiest relationships we've ever been in. We don't argue, we communicate on everything, and always make sure each other are happy. He understands what I'm saying and understands my feelings about it, so he's gonna say no. He's my world, and I do anything and everything for him and his daughter. I just want to make sure they're happy too. I've never spoke ill about his ex, and always try to get along. Please help. Do I agree to let her stay or no? As we also don't know how long she would be here too. Am I the a-hole? Edit, I probably should have stated this before. Their child is involved with this. When his ex-wife moves into it, so will their daughter. Her parents won't let her on their property because she got back together with an abusive ex that they said not to. My BF only agrees to things when it comes to their daughter, and this was one situation that does involve her. Has it taken time for him to say no to other things? Yes. But I told him before we even moved in together that if it doesn't deal with their daughter, it's a no, and he stuck to that. They were together for over 10 years. Another edit. The reason he was asking me about her having it here was BC of their child, wanting to make sure he knew she was safe. Another reason was of our financial situation. We are currently living paycheck to paycheck barely, and he saw it as an opportunity to make some extra cash while also knowing his daughter was safe.